Now we continue to introduce the basic data structures of MATLAB. The most basic data structure is a matrix in MATLAB. Of course, vector is a special one-dimensional matrix. And for this one, it's from 3 to 6. And also you can generate a matrix in this way with a semicolon which separate different rows. So here the first row and second row. Let's see the result. Evaluate selection. And also you can transpose a matrix by adding a prime after the bracket. Here you will get a transpose the matrix from the previous one. Before I talk about two more complicated data structures, I will go to the section where you can where I can show you how to create a variable. And you already have seen that you can select a command and execute. Here you created a vector and assign to A. Execute. Now you'll see here A is a vector we created. And you can do the same thing in different format. Here a vector from 3 to 6 with a step size of 1. The same result. Here you notice that here is a semicolon after the first command. This will suppress the result from displayed under the command window. But if you do not have a semicolon, the result of the command will be displayed in the command window here. And also, if you forget what is A, you can directly evaluate A, and the feedback of the command window will give you the contents of A. Also, you can click here. You can click the variable you want to check in the workspace. You can say A is a 3 to 6 vector. Then I will came back to more complicated data structures. One is called structure. Yes, you are right. The name is structure. Another one is cell. Structure, both structure and cell can store different kind of data together. But structure, each element is named and can be referred to by their names. But in cell, each element don't have a name. Instead, they have an index. This is the first element. This is the second element. I use cell more common than structure, so I only give you example for cells. Here, you create a cell with curly brace, and the first element is a vector. Then a comma separated elements. The second element is a string, character string. Evaluate. And here you can even include a cell into you can also put a cell into another cell. Here, when you want to refer to the data in the cell, you can refer them by their index. For example, cell array 1, the first element. You can say it tells you the first element is a 1 by 3 double number, a double float vector. But if you use a curly brace instead of a parenthesis, you get the content of the first element, which is a vector, not the numerical vector. Usually, most of cases, you will use curly brace instead of a parenthesis. The parenthesis will return you a cell from the cell array, and the curly brace will return the contents of the cell in the cell array. Okay, Finally, I will talk about the general command syntax of MATLAB.